Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you? My name is Natalie W. Baker.
This is Sports Chat with Nat.
How are you doing? It is Thursday. It is week number 6 in the NFL. Are y'all ready for this? I'm all in the camera, ain't I? Listen, I'm just saying, it's week number 6, and we got a lot to talk about. There's some stuff going on. I need y'all to know. First of all, we got this game tonight on NFL on Prime Video. Listen, I'm just saying, people are complaining. People are concerned that the I need some light. That the people are that the games are not good. I'm just saying. Last week the game I watched the Broncos and the Colts. Ooh, it was sad. Russell and I posted a little statement. They put me to sleep. Russell and what's the boy? Matt Ryan. They look like two daddies that needed to be home with their children. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It was all field goals, no touchdown, nowhere. I'm just saying. But anyway, tonight, tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit. We got a little bit to talk about. Let me slide that over just a tad. Just a tad. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see me and I can see my notes. I'm trying to be more professional. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to be more professional. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm still trying to be me too. Still trying to have some fun. Is that okay? I need y'all to start joining me a little bit on Thursday night. Y'all been going back and checking though, so thank you. I ain't complaining. I am not complaining. Y'all watched a couple of Thursdays ago, 30 views. Thank you so much. 30. I can't see Jerome. Can y'all see Jerome? He's sick. Can y'all see him? That's a little better. Anyway, so I'm just saying. So tonight, we got the Washington Commanders at the Chicago Bears. Now listen, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with the Washington owner. I'm gonna get to that in a well, let me just say it now. We're gonna get it out the way. Listen, he said, let them F with me. I got enough dirt on all of them. All of them. He said he got dirt on Goodell and all the owners. He ain't called all the owners' name, but guess whose name he called out? When I mentioned last year, when they were investigating, when the special committee was investigating, and I first told y'all about the investigation, what owner did I say said you can't say what you said 30 years ago? Jerry Jones. He mentioned Jerry Jones' name in his little private conversation. They didn't say who said it. It was supposedly a reliable source, and that's why they have not been able to get him out of there yet, because it's so he has so much dirt. He says on all of them, and if he going down, all of them going down. That's what he said. Oh my gosh! So the question is, do you want him to go away, or do you want him to go away and tell the truth on all of them? What y'all want? Talk to me. Put it in there. Put it in there, please. This is supposed to be a chat, but I got it set up so you can put your comments in. And I post the video on Facebook so you can post your comments on Facebook, even if when you watch it back. So there's no, come on. I made it kind of easy, I think. So just and YouTube, you can make your comments and you can make your comments Facebook. But yeah, do you want Snyder to be punished, get rid of the team, or do you want him to get rid of the team and spill the beans? He said he got stuff on everybody. Okay? He said it's a mafia. He said it's a mafia. I got more notes on it, but anyway. All right, but now this game, Washington is 1-4, and the Bears are what is that? 2-3. Now Justin Fields has the least amount of attempts of everybody in the NFL still, and now the defense is great in the second half. They are very good in the second half. They're only allowing like 3.9 yards per rush, only one rushing touchdown. I mean, really, they're good in the second half. Now, Washington, they're on a 4-game losing streak. I'm not going to say what is going on with Snyder is a problem, but Rivera has had problems with them coaches, and they have not had a winning team. It's just something going on around in that camp anyway. Let me see what else. He said he got enough secrets to blow up the NFL. Yes, he did. Oh. Y'all remember Welcome Back, Carter? Horseshack. Mr. Carter. Listen, he hired. Are y'all listening? He hired private investigators to get all this dirt on the other owners. Now, like Dan Ogle, somebody on with First Take, like he said, if he wasn't guilty, why he's so busy trying to have and get stuff dirt on everybody else if he won't guilty? And he did all that settlement with it was 40-something women, y'all, 40 plus women. Sexual harassment charge against him, involving him. Moving on, Bears 14, Washington 12. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I think, but I still think Washington will fall to the Bears. Now, the 49ers at the Falcons. Listen, the 49ers have the number one defense. They are allowing only 71 yards rushing per game. Now, a couple of weeks ago, the Atlanta Falcons had 202 yards rushing by committee with 4 different running backs. But Patterson is out on IR, so they still got a little something going on. They still looking good. Atlanta, interesting fact. Listen, all my Falcon fans, listen. They've only lost by 1, 4, and 6 points. Now, they are still, though, giving up over 400 yards of offense. They're giving up 400 yards. So they still haven't fixed that. The defense that Dan Quinn has created in Dallas, I don't know if he just didn't have the people or they just didn't trust him. I don't know, but the defense he has created over there, the Falcons show need it now. That being said, 49ers 28, Falcons 21. I think they'll have a good game, but I don't think they'll beat the 49ers, okay? Now, both teams, though, let me say this. Both teams are averaging about 349 yards per game. That's why I'm saying 28-21. Now, the Patriots at the Browns. Now, the Patriots won last week, but the rookie quarterback, Bailey Zapp, he holding a little steady. But now, you know, Belichick, they shut out Detroit last week. So they're going to try to shut down Nick Chubb, who is leading on rushes. They're going to try to eliminate him in the fourth quarter. But usually, I saw him pull about 5 defenders into the end zone with him last week. So I don't think they'll be able to slow him down, but so much. So that being said, Browns 21, Patriots 20. Moving right along, the Jets, the JYJ Jets, JETS Jets. Okay, listen. They scored 40 points against Miami. Now, Tua is out. Tua is still out. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put do not disturb. Tua is still out. Tua threw the ball this week. Tua has no business on a football field. But anyway, they said he's been cleared to throw the ball. Whatever. All right. So listen. I apologize. I need to shut that down, don't I? I really need to shut that down. Wait a minute. Do not disturb. All right. So listen. Sorry about that. All right. So listen. So Tua is on the field throwing the ball, but he cannot participate in contact. Now, Bridgewater got a concussion, so they are having to deal with their rookie. Now, the Miami Dolphins have only lost to the AFC North Bengals and Ravens. That being said, they are playing the Jets. I'm sorry, the Jets have only lost to the Bengals and the Ravens. Heart goes a long way. And the Jets are fired up and they're playing really well. I think the Jets will score 24 points. And hold on. They playing the Packers. Now, Aaron Rodgers done laid his receivers out again, his locker room. He said he don't like how they talking. He said he believes in manifestation of your words. And what you say, words matter. I agree. But in the locker room, they're not speaking positivity. They're not speaking that, come, go get them. They ain't doing that. He got a problem with it. So there's discord in the locker room. Now, the Jets are looking really good. Their defense is looking really good. Something else I want to tell you. But anyway, they're looking really good. I say Jets 24, Packers 21. Hey, I'm just saying. Now, Jaguars at the Colts. Now, I just told y'all, Matt Ryan looked old last week. Now, and Trevor Lawrence went back to his old interception ways. But Peterson, the coach from old Philly coach, he wants to involve Christian Kirk a little bit more, the wide receiver. Now, they got a decent running game, and they look good, but they had a rough week last week. Now, last week, Matt Ryan has more interceptions than he does touchdowns so far. But he's ranked number 6 in passing yardage. So that being said, he's getting the ball up and down the field, but they're not scoring touchdowns. Jaguars 20, Colts 17. Vikings at the Dolphins. Now listen, both teams are averaging about 23 points per game, scoring about 23 points a game. But the Dolphins, their defense on paper, they look a little weaker. However, the Dolphins, like I said, Tua's out, Bridgewater's out with a concussion, and they got their rookie in there. So listen, there's a whole lot of back and forth still with this Tua protocol, with this concussion protocol. That being said, if Tua had a back injury that was causing that much immobility, have they fixed his back? They're continuing to say it was not a concussion, okay, but now they've added the wobbly knees, the lack of mobility, a stage astaxia to the list of no go. So if that be the case, he ain't had no back procedures. He ain't been through no rehab. I'm just saying, if he ain't got a concussion and they're harping that it was his back, what have they done to fix the back? I'm just saying. So that being said, the Vikings are looking good. The Vikings are looking really good. They are 4-1. Their only loss is to the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. Vikings 21, Dolphins 20. I still say the Dolphins gonna put a fight in, but they're not gonna beat the Vikings. Bengals at the Saints. Now, Joe Burrow started off weak. The first 2 weeks, I told you he had the appendectomy. But from week 2 to week 5, up until the beginning of the game, zero interceptions. He threw one last week. Okay, that being said, the Saints, last week, Taysom Hill, Taysom Hill, Taysom Hill, Taysom Hill, three rushing touchdowns and one passing touchdown. I'm just saying. I still say the Bengals gonna win though, 28-20. 28-20 Bengals over the Saints. Moving right along. Now, the Ravens at the Giants. This is the best record the Giants have had in a while. They've already beat their best win last year. They was 4-13 last year. So they already got 4 wins this year, 1 loss. Had a big win over the Green Bay Packers last week over in London. Now, Lamar has 12 touchdowns. Only 2 teams, let me say that slow. Only 2 teams have more touchdowns than Lamar Jackson. Only 2 teams have more touchdowns this season through week 6 up until this point than Lamar Jackson. Only 2 teams. Okay? Now, and that's the Bills and the Bucks. All right, moving right along. So he took over the fourth quarter last week, but he couldn't get a touchdown. So Tucker had to kick his career field goal record, 59 yards, field goal to win the game. So I'm saying all of that to say, and the Giants look really good. 24-21 Giants. I'm taking the Giants over the Ravens. I'm sorry. Stephen A. taking the Giants with me. Buccaneers at the Steelers. Look, I didn't even write no notes. I'm just going to say this. First of all, Tomlin need to restructure, do something with them coaches. I don't think he's going to fire Kennedy because he don't have nobody to replace him at this point. I don't know. But he said he's not going to make a move unless it's going to really make a difference. I really think that would make a difference. However, Najee is not performing to his expectation. He is getting yards. I think he's number 12 in the middle of the pack somewhere. Got 200 and something yards total thus far, but nowhere near what he was last year. I still say his foot is bothering. Jalen Warren, the rookie, had more snaps than Najee. They're playing the Buccaneers. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. They got divorces. Tom Brady, they're going through the divorce. Tom Brady is human. The Buccaneers are doing okay. They did win last week. However, that was a very controversial call at the end of the game against the Falcons. And y'all, I ain't got no notes. This is straight from here. I'm just saying. Okay? That roughing the passer was not a roughing the passer on Tom Brady. Okay? In a minute, they're going to put flags on him. I'm just saying. They already got the Tom Brady rule about hitting below the kneecap area after he got his knee busted. So now they're getting ready to come up with something else I know for Tom Brady because you can't even touch him. Because they had the same thing with Derek Carr the other day, a very questionable roughing the passer. So anyway, I'm just saying. The Steelers, everybody's upset. Nobody. Chase Claypool ain't jumping. He's not performing. Everybody's complaining, not performing. They all say that they're looking at the man in the mirror. Everybody's in the NFL. Okay? You're getting out-muscled. You're getting beat up. Come on. What's the problem? If the scheme is there, if the coaches are laying it out and y'all saying y'all just not executing, so why are you not executing? What is the problem? I keep hearing that. So which one is it? Tomlin said falls on him. What y'all gonna do? You're moving people around. You're trying out new people. What you gonna do with your coaches? Are you gonna call the plays? Who calling the play? Y'all scored 3 points. Gave up over 400 yards. Come on with it. So anyway, I'm just saying. We can beat the Buccaneers. We can. And just for the sheer fact that I don't think we're going to be totally disastrous this year, I'm going to say we're going to beat the Buccaneers. (2017). I think the defense is going to show up. I think they're going to have a heart-to-heart, and I think they're going to pray, and I think they're going to come out strong. I know we got a lot of injuries, but somebody gonna step up. I just believe it. I'm just saying, keeping it moving. Panthers at the Rams. Now the Panthers have fired their head coach and their offensive coordinator. They're in total turmoil over there. They got a 1-4 record. They got a 1-4 record. The Rams, they are still struggling to be the Super Bowl defending champs. They've got the 4th different center. Now, if you know football, the exchange between the center and the quarterback is essential. That's why Ben and Pouncey was so tight. It's a timing thing. He's got the fourth center in 6 weeks over there in Los Angeles. I still say they're gonna beat the Panthers though. They're still gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them. They mad. They lost last week. They're gonna still beat them 28-14. 28-14. All right, Cardinals. The Cardinals, listen, they won last week. They're playing the Seahawks. Between Kyle and Mary, Gino is still, he dropped a little bit in the percentage. He went out on a concussion, so somebody went above him. But Gino is still very accurate. Gino is still playing very good football. The Cardinals are playing decent football. But Seattle, to me, looks a little bit better. I think it's going to be a really tight game. Both teams are 2-3. I think, though, in the end, I think Pete Carroll is going to outcoach. I can't call his name right this minute. I was getting ready to call the Cardinals coach, but I can't call it right now. Is it Glensbury? But anyway, Seahawks 14. No, take that back. 21-20. 21-20. I can't believe I didn't write that down. 21-20. 21-20. Moving right along. Okay, 21-20. Now, the AFC game of the week. The AFC divisional rematch. Okay, listen. Josh Allen. Josh Allen and the Bills. I told you it's the Bills it's the Bills and the Chiefs. The Bills got 16 touchdowns and the Chiefs 15. I told you on the two teams. I said it was Buccaneers. I made a mistake, but it's the Bills and the Chiefs. The Bills have 16. The Chiefs 15. I got a lot of stuff to tell you now. Josh, 2 touchdowns and an interception versus a defensive back blitz. Now, the Chiefs lead the NFL in the DB blitz, the defensive back blitz. So, which is going to make that a very interesting game, which means they're going to really be able to get after him, but he's very effective against the blitz. However, they are supposedly the best with the blitz. Travis Kelce. Now, I don't know if they got rid of Tyreek Hill to highlight Travis Kelce or just spread it around. But last week, he set a Monday night record with 4. He had 4 touchdowns against the Raiders. Now, he leads in receptions, targets, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns for the Chiefs. Now, Mahomes is the best against the zone, which is what the Bills play a lot. So listen, it's going to be really, really, really great. Now, the Bills are still mad. They lost that overtime game last year because of the flip of the coin, and Kelce scored a touchdown on the first play of overtime. That being said, I believe the Bills are going to come out with a chip on their shoulders, and I think this is going to be a shootout, and I think it's going to be the Bills 42, the Chiefs. I'm saying this live on the air. The Bills 42, the Chiefs 38. I said it. 42-38. I said it. I did. I'm saying it. Okay. Now, the NFC game of the week. How about them boys? Listen. Dak practice. He was limited in practice. I say it's too soon. Don't mess it up. They're undefeated with Cooper Rush. The defense has not allowed over 17 points with Cooper Rush. He's still. Are y'all listening? He's still 0 interceptions. What? Did y'all hear me? 0 interceptions for Cooper Rush. Now the Eagles are still undefeated. Jalen had 103 yards rushing last week and he was being pressured. So listen, the Eagles have over 25 rushes. They have 25 rushes for 10 yards or more, third in the NFL. The Eagles have a 75% chance to win. Now, they are first in yards per attempt, fourth in completion percentage. Now, that being said, I still think that defense is really going to get after the Eagles. That Dallas defense is going to get after them. But it's going to be something. I don't know if the Eagles going to stay undefeated. I think that defense going to really give the Eagles a run for their money. They was cutting it close last week. Yes, they got a 75% chance. But I think them boys is on a mission. But they in Philly. Philly is a rowdy crowd. But Cooper, listen, Dallas 21. Whew. It hurts me to say it, but Dallas 21, the Eagles 20. I think that the Cowboys are going to get after those Eagles, and I don't think they're going to be undefeated anymore. I would like to say the reverse, but the defense looks really good, and defense wins championships. So Cowboys 21, Eagles 20. Now, Broncos at the Chargers on Monday night. Russell. Now, I told y'all Russell looked like a daddy out there last week with Matt Ryan with no touchdowns. If field goals, 12-9 was the final score in overtime. Russell has a damaged latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi. In his back, it's the muscle in between the back and going towards his right shoulder. He was throwing, but he's sore. Okay. That's what they say was wrong with him. Well, he overthrew 2 passes by several yards. But they're saying it's a latissimus dorsi injury. That being said, Justin Herbert is number 2 with 1,478 yards now. He's trailing Josh Allen only. That being said, Chargers 28, Broncos 14. Okay, that is NFL Week 6 predictions. Now, fewest games to reach 3,500 receiving yards in NFL history. Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings has used 38 games to reach 3,500 yards. Odell Beckham used 36. And let's see this, Randy Moss 41. And I do not recognize these 2 other gentlemen. I do apologize. I'm gonna look them gentlemen up. Okay, moving right along. Patrick Mahomes is something else. I got something to say. Hold on. Most games with multiple touchdown passes. Dan Marino, 58. Peyton Manning, 50. Young Patrick Mahomes, 50. Matt Ryan, 49. Russell Wilson, 49. Most games with multiple touchdown passes in the first 6 seasons of their career. Let me repeat that. Most games with multiple touchdown passes in the first 6 seasons. Number 1, Dan Marino, 58 games. Number 2, Peyton Manning, 50. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes, 50. Number 4, Matt Ryan, 49. Russell Wilson, 49. Number 5. Moving right along. No, you didn't pop up in the middle of my live broadcast. No, you didn't. Don't do that. All right, I have some more information for you. Hold on. I have a little technical computer difficulty here going on. All right. Continuing on. All right. Now, I just told you about Dan Snyder. I got a quote for you. I did some investigation. Hold on, YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I have computer things going on over there. Said, and I quote, "No one ever told me, and I did not know, that funds designated for welfare recipients were going to the university or me." That's what he said. "I tried to help my alma mater, University of Southern Mississippi, a public Mississippi State University, raise funds for a wellness center. My goal, just what Brett Favre said, was and always will be to improve the athletic facilities at my university." All right. Now, according to the Mississippi State Audit, $77 million in TANF. Y'all know what TANF is? Temporary assistance for needy families. The funds were diverted from the poorest people in America's poorest state towards the rich and powerful Mississippians. 6 people have been arrested in the case, 5 of whom have pled guilty to state charges. Favre has not been criminally charged, but is a defendant in a criminal lawsuit filed by the state. Mississippi Auditor Chad White, who has investigated the case, disagreed with Favre's recollection of the events. Obviously, Mr. Favre knew that he was being paid in government funds based on the text messages. White said he knew that those funds were coming from the Department of Human Service. He obviously acknowledged that he needed to repay the funds. Listen, I told y'all Snyder say he got dirt on everybody. Is this part of the dirt? Now, so anyway, that's what I told y'all I was going to find out a little bit more about Brett Favre and this little welfare thing. They're keeping that kind of quiet, but anyway, I dug up some stuff. Now, moving right along, Odell Beckham still is unsigned. He said he knows his worth. He knows his worth. The coach, Sean McVay, says that the Rams will make another offer to Odell Beckham because they know what he is worth. He had 21 catches and 288 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl before tearing his ACL. All right? Now, no, I'm sorry. That was his season, the second half of the season with them. I'm sorry. 21 catches for 288 yards, 2 touchdowns. No, that was the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving right along. Adams, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers' old boy that they got rid of. He reunited with his college roommate, Derek Carr, in Las Vegas with the Raiders. Well, the Raiders are not doing well. They're 1-4. Now, they did have that awful call against roughing the pass on Derek Carr the other night. That was not roughing the passer. Moving right along. When Devontae went to the sideline, he banged his helmet. Bang, man. He going to the tunnel. He pushed over, let me read it, make sure. He was charged with misdemeanor assault for shoving a credentialed media worker. The man was supposed to be in the premises, on the field, down there. He was authorized. But Adam said he was frustrated, so he pushed him. He has been charged. Now, Bowles, Todd Bowles of the Buccaneers, head coach. You know, we only got 4 black coaches, head coaches. So he said he doesn't see color. He doesn't look at color. And if we would stop looking at color, people would stop talking about it. But he says, well, when you say they see you guys and look like them and grow up like them, it means that we're the oddballs to begin with. That's what Bowles said. Okay. That's a quote that I didn't put them words together. I did not. I read them in the parentheses. Okay. Now, the NFL has come under, of course, you know, I said the scrutiny for the lack of head coaches. But in a way, they're going to be hiring more. They've hired a lot more assistants, and which is what needs to happen. The more assistants they hire, the better it's going to be because they know the game. If they hire the former players, they know the game better, and they know what to tell the players. It's just a better situation. I already told you all this information about Snyder. He said, back me in the corner if you dare. Y'all, it said, look, the quote, don't F with me. They can't F with me. He said in private. Folks are sick of it. The other owners said they're trying to see if they can come up with something financially, some kind of way to get rid of him. He said everybody hate each other, but they say they all hate him. I'm just saying. So I don't need to tell you nothing else about Snyder. I told you everything I need to tell you about him and his crooked self. All right, that's that. Let's go over the highlights for the week. The NFL stat leaders for the week. I told you Josh is number 1, 1651. Justin, I told you 1478. Tomlin slipped on up. Yeah, up to number 3 this week, 1409. Patrick, 1308. And Carson Wentz. Oh, and Rivera had to apologize for some off-the-cuff comments he made about Carson Wentz. But Carson is number 5 with 1390 and 1,390. I told you Nick Chubb was number 1 in rushing. Shaquem Barkley for the Giants is number 2 with 533. And that's why I think the Giants will beat the Ravens. Because Lamar is the leading rusher on their team. But Lamar was pooped in the 4th quarter. So the defense is going to get after him. And if they run him side to side, he will get fatigued. He won't be able to last. And Josh Jacobs of Las Vegas is number 3. And Miles Sanders of Philadelphia is number 4. Tackles. Zaire Franklin of the Colts is number 1 with 54, tied with Raheem Smith of Chicago and Jordan Brooks of Seattle. They all 3 have 54. C.J. Mosley of the Jets, 51, and Miles Jack of Pittsburgh that we got from Jacksonville, number 5 with 50. Sacks, Max Crosby of Las Vegas, number 1 with 6. Tied for first place with 6, Max Crosby. Matthew Jordan of New England, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, and Micah Parsons of Dallas. All have 6 sacks. All right. That being said, let's keep it moving. And Justin Jefferson leads in receptions, receiving yards. Cooper Kupp, number 2, right behind him, 20 yards behind him at 527. Tyreek Hill of Miami is right behind him with 524. Stephon Diggs of Buffalo right behind him with 508. And A.J. Brown of Philly is right behind him with 436. Now, interceptions. Buffalo, Jordan Poyer, number 4 is number 1. Von Bell of Cincinnati is number 2. Eddie Jackson of Chicago is tied with number 2. Marcus Williams and Mika Fitzpatrick of Pittsburgh, all tied at number 2 with 3 interceptions apiece. Woo! Okay, let me say that again. Von Bell of Cincinnati, Eddie Jackson of Chicago, Marcus Williams of Baltimore, Mika Fitzpatrick of Pittsburgh, all tied for second place with 3 interceptions. All right, now that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the week 6 pregame predictions as how I see it. That's how I see it. Okay, gave you the headlines. Lori Ellis should be posting the picture. She should have posted a picture. She got her $50 gift card. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I need 25. We looking alive. I still just need 25. I need 25. 25. 25. 25. I need 25. 25. I need 25 people to follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook and YouTube. I need 25. How about that? Now, I did not get to join you on Sunday. I did not. The universe would not allow it. The universe did not allow it. I missed you guys. I watched some football. I really just sat down and watched football, and I enjoyed the game. I apologize for any inconvenience I may have caused you for not going live with the halftime updates. I do apologize, but I just could not get to the phone to go live. I'm so sorry. But God willing, this Sunday I will be before you with a halftime update. The big games of the week, the NFC and AFC game of the week. Let me make sure I tell y'all what time they are. Those games are Sunday. The NFC game of the week is the Cowboys at the Eagles. That game is at 8:20 on NBC. And the Bills and the Chiefs are at 4:25 on CBS. 4:25 CBS, the AFC game of the week. The Bills at the Chiefs, and 8:20 the Cowboys at the Eagles. I will try my best to go live Sunday night with late night chat so that you can hear all of the highlights. That will be my goal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's 42 minutes. We had a chat all by myself. Replay watchers, I love you. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Replay watchers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you can see that I really took the time to do some investigating and some research for you guys.
This is Sports Chat with Nat.
This is Sports Chat with Nat, Season 2, Week number 6, NFL predictions and headlines. I want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate you more than you know. I need 25 just...
This is Sports Chat with Nat.
Yes. All right, listen. I'll keep you updated. Anything I get that's really exciting, I'll come... Oh! Whoa! Listen. I try not. Listen. Are y'all listening? Russell Westbrook, the Lakers, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Now, y'all know my nose itching. Who talking about me? When you call, okay, you get a foul. Come on, let's chat about it. You know, they come together, they huddle. Westbrook said, y'all go ahead. He ain't come. The team got together. 1, 2, 3, team. Westbrook said, y'all go ahead. Listen. Blatant. And yes, Draymond Green did not get suspended. although he has taken time away from the team, over a week away. Do you think he should have been suspended? He walked up on the young man, punched him in the face. I mean a real big punch. Knocked him down punch. Okay? Could have broke fingers, noses, a lot could have happened. Do you think he should have been suspended? Put it in the comments. He did get fined an undisclosed amount of money, and he was asked to, it was a mutual agreement that he take some time away from the team. However, Poole said he's just not really comfortable. But he gonna hang in there for the team, but he's not really comfortable. I'm just saying. Everybody want to say Jordan punched somebody in practice. There were no video cameras. I'm just saying. Okay? I don't know. All right. I gotta go. I need an old lady nap. I gotta go to work. I got some things to do in the morning. I got work in the morning. I got class Saturday. Listen, people, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I truly appreciate you, because this
is Sports Chat with Nat.
This has been Week 6 NFL predictions and headlines. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please put some comments. Number one, do you want Snyder gone from Washington, the owner? And, he want to give it to his wife. He ain't going to be he'll still be there. Snyder gone, and the info, he got dirt on everybody. You want the dirt and him gone, or just him gone? And number two, should Draymond be suspended? Should he have been suspended for punching his teammate? All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great evening. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Facebook.